Well, here I was working on the little engine oil compartment thing back there, and just to turn the machine on, pushed down with this and lifted the machine up. Just when I went to lower it back down, this hose blew out. You can see where it blew out right there. It's an easy one to see. Now I got to figure out how to detach it here, detach it here, go get a new one, I guess. One of the boom lift cylinders. I guess boomed down previously, couldn't get as much pressure, now it's getting more. So I had a blowout. I'm still pretty new to all this stuff, but I've seen a lot of people use breaker bars made out of 1.25 inch pipe like this. So actually only the second time I've ever used my angle grinder, but using my little Harbor Freight angle grinder to cut through this pipe and then polish up the tips and ends so that they're not going to be sharp and cutting me. And then taking it back to the excavator so I can get it in there and put it on top of the wrench to turn it with these old hoses that have sat on there and kind of frozen on for a long time. And here we go. Here I am actually trying to remove the hose down there. It was on pretty tight. So you can see me using the breaker bar trying to get it to turn. It was actually on the wrong part of the hose at first. It was where the hose had been crimped on, I think, and when I moved up to the proper spot, it came a little bit easier. Took me a good amount of time, though. This is sped up quite a bit. I think this part sped up 30x, so you can see I had to mess around with it for a while, maybe 15 minutes to finally get it to go. And that's the hose. And this right here is where the burst happened, right there by the fitting. Toss it in the trash bag so I can take it down to Napa Eatonville, where I'm going to get it cleaned up, clean up my hands and everything before I get in the truck. But still pretty dirty. But that's what a work truck is for. So I went to Napa Eatonville and I got this hose, but when I got it, I realized I'd forgotten my wallet at home. And so I didn't have any way to pay, and I tried like Google Pay and some other things, but nothing was working. The owner of it actually just let me take $200 worth of goods home with me, the hose and a oil filter and a bunch of oil. And just said, call tomorrow. Like, amazing. I was very happy about that. Here I'm reattaching the hose. They didn't give me any O-rings, so I had to go get some O-rings and get them in there. They were a little hard to get held in there while I put it on, but I think it went on reasonably well. Okay, job is done. Let's double check to make sure I got no leaks. Yep. There's this hose down there. Roll myself over. Got the tracks way off the ground. And here I finish up my testing a little bit and then come around and check that the oil is not leaking any further. And the machine seems to be good to go.